Good evening everyone and welcome to Elite Vortex Racing. We are in the F2 division this evening. Sorry that I am a bit late, I had a few technical difficulties. So we are 7 minutes into qualifying here at the Hockenheim ring in Germany, and currently we have WSR Flip-Flop Fish, on pole with a 118.8, and he's currently in the pits. So let's have a look. We have 19 drivers here today. We are missing a... What are we missing? Not a McLaren, not a Haas, not a Williams, not a Ferrari, not a Racing Point, not a Toro Rosso. I don't know who we're missing. We're missing someone. Let's get these details up. Fitted, telemetry, lap data, and the track map. Right, we have a Williams on an outlap. Renault, is that Tim Winting? He's not on a lap. There is a Toro Rosso, I believe that is Machine Fishy. He is not on a lap either. We have a Haas driver on an outlap. And an Alfa Romeo of Taze Leroy, who has gone quickest with a 118 dead on hard tyres. So we're looking for a lot of these times to drop as the session goes, and we'll be looking at oh, there you go, Taser's gone 115. So it looks like, I'm not sure, I might be wrong, but it looks like we could have started in wet weather conditions in this session, because yeah, as you can see, Flix is on inters right now, and with the times, like if you look at Compassion's time 124 compared to Taze Leroy, that's 9 seconds difference. So definitely, oh there you go, Geordie's just done 111, so we're getting even faster now. I did miss the start, which is a huge shame, but we're here now. We're here now. This is a very competitive field here in F2. Some very, very good drivers. It's been a while. I didn't introduce myself actually. My name is Matt, Lazy the Twig. Nice to be back here at EVR. I have not done EVR for a week or two. I'm one of the few that's still working throughout this lockdown. So still quite shattered. Still quite shattered. As I'm a D is going to set a new lap time. It's going to be much quicker than its current one, and it is a 113.5. There is also a Ferrari of Ironics. Goes 113. His teammate, Frame, goes just behind him. And here comes Compassion as well. He's come up to the line. He'll definitely improve on his 124. He does. Geordie comes into the pits. There is a Renault. It's Tim on an outlap. There is it Cliffy? Cliffy's just started out. We're going to go on board. Let's go on board with Tim. Let's see what he can do. He's currently on a 121. He's 10 seconds off current lead, which is Geordie. He's got a purple sector 1. So he's looking good so far. Can he nail the hairpin? Yeah, pretty good. As Flip-Flop Fish goes back to the top with a 111.1. Times are tumbling rapidly right now. Just going to check that I am on the right channel. I am. I am on the right channel. I did not see his sector 2. Don't know whether he's got a purple there. And he's going to set a 112.3. So he's the fastest of the hard runners right now, I believe. Let me just check the best of that. Yes. So he is the fastest of the hard runners. Let's have a look as times continue to roll in. We have over 5.5 minutes left as Tony first goes into 12th place with 115.7. Someone else has just gone quite high there. I did not see who it was. It was Dane Star. Up to 8th we have another Ferrari. He is not on a lap. Geordie is on an out lap. He's back on softs. There's a big mixture of cars. Of course there's a mixture of cars, you idiot. There's a big mixture of tyre compounds right now. So it's hard to say what is going to be the best strategy here. As Geordie nails that first corner, actually. That's very well done. We do have a couple of cars coming around. Tage Leroy. Is he on a lap? He's not on a lap. He's got... not Tony, he's got Plix behind him. On an out lap. Tony is going to set another lap though. Can he improve on the 115? He can. He's gone 112.6. 3-second improvement for the Mercedes driver. Imadi is on an outlet, about to start his lap. Yellow flag second. Oh, let's just keep others pass. Marionics, is he on the lap? He is indeed. 113 at the moment. What's it going to be as he comes up to the line? It's going to be faster. It's just... It's a 110. First car into 110. Will he be the only car? You've only got 2 cars on the soft, as everyone is now slowly but surely opting for the mediums. So while Geordie and Flip Flop Fish are going for track position, everyone focusing on the race itself. So I think we'll see Tony coming to the pit. Flix is setting up a lot. He improved. We have a Williams. I believe that's Flip Flop Fish. No, it's not. It's... I've seen it going. Invalidated. A real shame. A lot of people starting their last few laps. Flip-flop Fish is coming up to the line. We have Compassion on a lap. Oh, that's the other Racing Point. Imadi. No, not him. Cliffy. Let's stay on board with Compassion because we do have a comment on the stream. Flecker has put, "Come on, Compassion." So he is cheering on the Racing Point driver, and we will stay on board with the Racing Point driver as he comes and makes his way through Sector 3 as Indigo gets out of his way. Very well done from the Haas driver. And Compassion, he's going to beat his 113 and he sets a 112.3. Very respectable time. Tim and Gavin The two Renault teammates look to be very close together, so we've got a bit of race strategy here going on. Sorry, team strategies going on here. Gavin slows up as Flip Flop Fish retires. He does not feel he's going to beat that time. Gavin giving Tim the slipstream here. I'm sure Tim will give it back to Gavin for the next lap. Geordie has retired as well. Who's coming up to the line? Have we got any cars coming up to the line? Danestar is about to start a lap. Indigo is on a lap. Cliffy, where's Cliffy? Cliffy's crashed out. Cliffy has crashed out before the line, and he is out of this session without posting a time. Venom, I don't know if he's been able to get out onto the track, but he is not going to be able to set a time either. Cohen moves up to 9th position. We have Plix coming into the pits, and here comes Tim. Tim has gone third, 11.5. Plix has retired. Tim will carry on as Gavin. He does not go for a lap. Gavin is going to leave it as it is. Fishy comes over the line, puts himself up to 5th place. Drivers are backing out here, left, right and centre. Baryonyx is going to be the last driver to make the line, so we shall make sure we go on board with him. As Frayne is coming up to the line, can he improve on his time? He can. He goes 5th, pushes Machine Fishy down. We have the Hash driver of Danestar. He moves himself up 1 position to 13th ahead of Tony. We have a Alpha, I'm sure, Tage Leroy, that's the one, 5th place. Tony puts himself up to 9th. I'm a D has opted for the pits. Who's still out there? Cohen, he's not setting a time. Someone we haven't seen yet, Wolvig, I think that's the right way to pronounce that. He's coming up to the line. He's set a 119 so far. He's going to improve on that. Where's he going to put himself? The Toro Rosso driver puts himself to 12th, and now we'll go on board with the last driver on track, Baryonyx. He's looking good here. He's going to beat his time, and he puts himself up to 4th. So Geordie will be starting on pole position. That was never in doubt there, really. Running the softs along with Flip Flop Flash. They will be starting on the front row. Tim, the quickest out of the medium runners, he will be starting 3rd. And then Baryonyx, Plix, Tage Leroy, Frayne, Machine Fishy, Indigo, Tony rounds off the top 10. I'm a D, Gavin, Wolvig, Compassion, Cohen, Danestar, Blazed by Gaming, Cliffy, and then MCR Venom. Wow, look how tight these times are, by the way. Very tight session. Look at this. Look at this here. Very good session. F2 is a very, very competitive league. I think the last race I'd done was F2. I'm trying to remember who won or who done well. Baryonyx is definitely one that I seem to remember doing well. The rest I'm not sure. I know most of the guys in here, or I've heard most of the guys in here, so I know what to expect when it comes to at least 3/4 of the field. It's looking sunny. If any of you drivers are watching the stream, please do comment and let me know what the weather is going to be for the race. It is sunny now, but that doesn't mean that there won't be rain later in the race. As drivers now start their formation lap. warming up those tyres best they can. Someone's gone. What's going on there? Who was that? Indigo has just gone flying off. Is he good? I don't know what's happened. But and he's left the session. I'm very confused about that one. But Indigo is no longer in the session. I don't know whether we can get him back or if he's going to be coming back in. It's alright, as you can see. Obviously Geordie, Flip-Flop Fish, both starting on the soft as qualified on. Then everyone else, from Tim down to Compassion, are on the mediums. And then Cohen, Cliffy and Venom are all starting on the hards. And Danestar and Blaze by Gaming are also with the medium crew. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know Cliffy, I don't know Venom. But I do know Cohen, so I believe he's a fairly fast driver. He's got a bit of pace about him, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do on the alternate strategy here. As the cars are now coming up to the grid, I'll slowly start to line up. Just so everyone knows, my mic cuts out when I'm not talking to anyone, because I'm just in a party on my own, so that will happen. I'm going to turn it off and on now, just before the start. There we go. I haven't got any lights, but I've heard... There we go. We've got 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're underway here in Elite Vortex F2 in Germany, and Geordie's got a very good start, keeping that first place. Lyrionics, nearly lost it going into the first corner. We've got a battle going on here between Tony and Fishy. Tony on the outside, looking to make the move on Fish. He has made that move, and he's up in front of Fish. Fishy's not going to wait around though, and he's going to try and get that position back as Lyrionics is having a look at Plex. He's lost a couple of places. He's lost one place, sorry, and he's looking to make that place back as he's going up the inside of the Mercedes driver. It's wheel to wheel here between the rivals in real world F1. But Plex manages to stay ahead of the Ferrari driver as tased behind Lyrionics, nearly locks up and goes straight into the back of the Ferrari. Machine Fishy has lost another place as Gavin in the Renault gets past, and Compassion is right up behind I'm at D here, and look at all these gaps. There is battles all over the place. Look at these. Venom's made a good start from the back. He's up into 14th and does not look like he wants to hang around. He's moving. Owen is the guy who's in his way, who's on the same strategy, and we've had... Oh, Flip-Flop Fish. He's lost a couple of places. He's lost more than a couple of places. He's lost about 9 places. And he's obviously lost it going into turn 1. Has he got damage? He hasn't. So he's managed to save it. And now, look at that. Whew, that was a great view. Give me that view back. But Venom is making that move on Cohen. And he's nearly lost the card. It's 3 wide. Oh, and the Williams have come together and Venom's got through. Danestar's gone ahead of Volvike. And wow. That was some good racing. There was contact, but we've had no spin-outs from that incident. And Blaze by Gaming has got ahead of Cliffy up to 17th respectively. And we've got Gavin making his way through the field. He's made up 2 positions on this lap. As Geordie is now getting us underway onto lap 3. Sets the fastest lap, 1:15.3, and this will be the first lap of DRS. And he's got a 1.7 gap ahead of venting. So he's building that gap on those softs, and that's what he's got to aim to do, as he's going to have to be changing those tyres very shortly. Compassion and D are fighting, but Machine Fishy, here we go. He lost the position earlier to Tony, and now he wants it back. He's going to have to do it round the outside, but he's gone for the switchback. He's gone down the inside. Wow. And they've made contact. What a move, you have to say. Tony wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. He left the inside door wide open, but he's going to go for it again on the outside. Not able to do it. Doesn't have the grip out there. And look at Venom. Venom is making his way flying up, and he's got round Tony. Tony's dropped another place to Compassion. Venom's had to back out because he's on the outside and he can't get through. Danestar has retired, and we do have a safety car. We have lost Danestar. Flip Flop Fish has pitted as well. I did miss that. He's gone onto the mediums already. Surely, oh no, Geordie hasn't come off of the softs, and there is Danestar on the right hand side. He's obviously taken too much curb there. His car has been thrown into the wall. Tony and Ulvig are now both pitting. Tony is getting a front wing change. Ulvig is getting rid of a penalty. I did not see him gain a penalty, but that looked like he was getting rid of one. So we lasted a few laps, but we have lost. I think we've lost both the Haas cars, because Indigo did rejoin and he's left again. So maybe he can't take control of his car now, but that is not good for the Haas team here. It's looking like no points unless Indigo can get back in and take control of that car. Compassion has gone AI. He might just be in the menus. Yeah, he's all good. Gavin's AI as well. But we've seen some brilliant racing already. We're only 4 laps in. We've still got 30 laps more of action to go here. Now, will Geordie pit? Because he's on the soft tyres. He'll have to pit fairly soon anyway. Oh, I think he was thinking about it there, but he's not. So, I think the safety car did come out after Geordie had passed the pit entrance, as Tony's gone back into the pits now. And Blaze by Gaming has joined him in there as well. But yes, Geordie could potentially have missed out on getting rid of those softs and coming out in a decent position, but he's in the position he is now on those softs, and he's got to try and do something with it. Right, the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. Quick mic reset. And we're good to go for the restart of this race. So, Geordie, that's a great shot. Geordie is bringing the guys round, and we are off. Oh, and he's not had a good final corner. And here Wenting, he's up the inside, he's going to get a move done into turn 1. Oh, and they've made contact and Wenting is round. Wenting is round, there's damage to someone else as well. Oh dear, we've had contact already. And I think I saw a couple of drivers going neck and neck. I did. Taze Leroy, Lyrionics, Gavin is looking to make a move on Frayne. He's going around the outside, but he's going up on the inside into the pin. I've lost the turn. He's made the move. He's made the move on the Ferrari. And he moves up to third. Gavin has had a very decent start to the Grand Prix. As I say that, he does a lot. Taze Leroy has made his way past the Ferrari of Lyrionics, but he has gone a little bit wide, but that's okay. He stayed. Lyrionics is almost pushing him around that corner, and out of nowhere, look at Venom. Venom just come out of nowhere. Wow, what a move. That was like silent but deadly. Brilliant. Just slipped past. He's absolutely flying on those hard. As Taze Leroy comes into the pit. Wow, Venom has got some unbelievable pace. And the flip-flop fish down in 12th now. And we've got a little bit of a train forming here with these guys. Cliffy Cone. Being challenged to this race. Plix is going around the outside. Got the move done. Plix leads the German Grand Prix 7. He has made the move and made Geordie is not getting rid of those softs because it looks like he's struggling, and we've lost Wolvake. I can't see him. Another set partner. I'm trying to see him here. Oh, there he is. He's just gone straight. I wonder how he has done that. But that is a bit of a lifeline for Geordie, because I think those softs are pretty much dead and buried, because Plix managed to get round him pretty easy on the outside, and he easily got a bit of a gap between himself and Geordie. So he is now on the hard tyre, and he is coming out in 14th position. And interesting enough, he'll be coming out behind Tim, and Tim is the driver who was making the move into turn 1 after the safety car, as Geordie did not have a good exit out of the final turn, and they did make contact in turn 1, which spun the Renault driver around. He did not get any damage, I don't believe, and he now runs P13. But lap 8 we have another safety car, and Plix is your German Grand Prix leader at the current point in the race. And I believe we'll be seeing at least one more lap under the safety car, and then we shall go racing again. And that is 2 drivers we have lost now. We've lost Danestar, and then we have lost Wolvike. Let's have a quick look at the position changes. Gavin and Compassion up 10 positions. Great starts for those two. MCR Venom up 13 positions. That is incredible. He has shown great pace. Indigo has returned to the session. Will he gain control of that car? Oh, he did for a second. It did show him in the car for a second. Is it going to let him take it back? it's such a shame when a driver gets booted out of the lobby, because it's just manic. They're just trying to get back in, they just can't do anything about it, as the cars are overtaking the ghost car of Indigo. I mean, I believe Imedy overtook Indigo and stayed ahead, and Taylor did drop back again, so it's interesting. But Cliffy Pit, I think Cliffy Pit. Did I not have the territory up? That's my bad. I thought I had that up. Let's go back to the tyres, and the safety car is coming in at the end of this lap, and Plix will be the driver this time to get us back underway. And will we see another Renault in Gavin going for a move into turn 1, and will Plix get a better start out of the last turn than Geordie did? He does, and he looks to be safe going into turn 1. Have a couple of drivers, Flip-Flop Fish and Tony, going into the pit. I'm not sure why. We're going to keep an eye here on everyone, making sure everyone's coming through turn 1 cleanly. There's going to be no crashes. Will there be any moves? Doesn't look like it right now. I have accidentally changed that to the gap to leaders. Fishy makes a move on the inside against Compassion. Frame has been spun round, I don't know who by, but he's lost those 2 positions to Machine Fishy and Compassion. Now he's got MCR Venom behind him. Oh, and Indigo has retired. Looks like Indigo must have been able to get control of his car again, and that Haas is stricken. It is now a virtual safety car. Thank God. I don't know if I could have dealt with having a 3rd safety car in a row. So at least this safety car, virtual safety car, will only last momentarily. And MCR Venom has actually got ahead of Frame now. So Venom up to 5th place. Fishy Pits getting off of those medium tyres, and we have got the green light, and we are racing once more. Oh, as Frame nearly loses it on the outside curb, coming out of turn 1, but he saves the car, and he's had 2 scary moments within a lap, and the Ferrari drivers are now coming together. Will they? It looks like team orders are in play, and Lyrionics is allowed through by his teammate. Tage Leroy has made a move on Imedy up the inside, and Tage Leroy has got that move done. He is ahead of the Red Bull driver, and Cliffy, Imedy's teammate, is waiting in the wing to try and get ahead. And there's a bit of lag there from his teammate in front. I hope that doesn't carry on for Cliffy at least, because that's going to be quite off-putting, as Tim is up to 8th place, and Plix sets a new fastest lap, 1:15.1. Indigo has commented on the stream as Tim is making a move on LR. Second time penalty though. He did exceed the track limit. He's got a position, but he's also got a 3-second time penalty. And on his teammate, on team orders there, but the Red Bull have switched positions, and they now run 12 and 13th. But ID is taking the position back. Very interesting. And it looks like Cliffy was going for the move again on Imedy, and he looks to be doing it as well. So there's no team orders here, and they've collided. They have collided. Cliffy is round, and he's on the grass, and he's struggling to get that red ball back on the track. He's now back on the track, and that is where team orders really needs to come in, because that has cost Cliffy and it's cost Imad a little bit of time on Taze Leroy there. And Geordie is going to be the next car to make a move on LR Cohen. He's gaining on the Williams driver, 300ths off, and he's got the DRS. Flip-flop fish is set fastest that on the hard tyre, 115. Take on fish, teammate of Cohen. He's going up the inside. Cohen's going to look for the switchback, but he's got no chance. 12 lap old hards versus 5 lap old hards. I think we all knew who was going to come out on top there, and Geordie moves himself up into P8. Lyrionics in the Ferrari is Geordie's teammate, Compassion, and he's also bringing along his teammate. Got a bit of a form in here behind Venom now. And Lyrionics veers off into the pit lane. He's had enough of those mediums, so we won't be making a move on Compassion. Leroy is the next car to have a look at Cohen. Oh, and he's backed out of a move there, and maybe a tactical one, as Cohen is all over the place. That back end of the Williams did not like the exit out of there, and they up the side. He's going the outside front, and Cohen concedes 8 to the Alpha driver. And Cohen, after a good start, is now starting to drop places, but he is coming back at the Alfa Romeo driver. It's no luck for the Dutchman. After a good start, Cohen, Jesus. After a good start, Cohen now dropping back a few places. Maybe he'll be looking to get really hard soon, but he does realistically need them to last longer than this, as VR2 Frayne and Gavin are the latest drivers to pit. So we have now got just 3 drivers left, 40 mediums, and that Compassion. So he's be coming in. Tim is getting okay on pace at the moment. He is, I think he's trying to reel in Compassion. He's doing it very slowly, because that time is coming down, but not coming down as quick as he'd like. Blaze by Gaming has made a move on Cohen, or was it Cohen on Blaze by Gaming? I'm not too sure, but the McLaren and the Williams are locking horns as Cohen cuts and picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Blaze by Gaming nearly loses the car. And that's another save. We've seen a few drivers now seen their races flash before their eyes as Compassion comes into the pit, and so does Tim. So those mediums are done, and they will be putting on the hard tyre. So Venom, look at that. What did he start? Venom started P19, did he? Let's have a look. P19. And Venom is now up into P2. What a race this is so far. ID going to be the latest drive to have a go at Cohen. And he's going up the inside to the hairpin. And he's made the move. And the move will stick for now, but Cohen will look to have a go at him. He's going up the inside this time. And the elbows are out, the clashed wheels. But Cohen plays back, and there we go. Blades by Gaming has gone this time. He has lost the McLaren car. Damage though. And he's not in. The leader of the race, Plix, comes into the pits and he has put on a set of parts. The MCR Venom has gone from P19 to P1. Brilliant race so far from the McLaren driver. And Plix comes back out in 6th place, just ahead of Gavin. And Blades by Gaming. It's like an ice rink for the McLaren. Really struggling for grip out there. And Cohen is going to make a move back on Imad. He's gone really deep. And Imad didn't really have anywhere to go. And Cohen's all over the place here. They are going side by side. Up inside. And he take the race back. Cohen, lovely switchback. Beautiful switchback from the Williams driver. And Cohen keeps that 4th place. Brilliant driving there as Plix is now making a move. He came out ahead of Gavin. And Gavin is up the inside. This brilliant racing. Both giving each other the room to race. And Plix stays ahead of the Dutchman. And Geordie's out. Geordie's out of this race. There he is, the stricken racing point, and we have a virtual safety car. Oh dear, dear. Geordie, he was having a good race. Fishy's retired. Fishy has retired. He's still... Is he retired in the pits or is he on the track? He has retired. He hasn't crashed out, but the Toro Rosso driver is out of this race, so we've lost 2 drivers in the space of 10 seconds there really. So crashing out on the exit of turn 1, and Fishy retiring at the end of lap 17. So we are now down to 14 drivers and we have the green light. And we are racing again. And here we are. Plix is now very close to Imad. He seems to have built a little bit of a gap from him and Gavin. And instead of looking in his mirrors, he wants to be looking forwards. As Imad is still actually trying to battle the Williams driver of Cohen as Marionic. They Gaming are going side by side. Oh, they're getting very close together. Both by Gaming showing some good straight line speed here. He's got the DRS. Is there going to be a move up top? No, everyone's staying where they are. Here goes Frayne on Blades by Gaming. Lyrionics, where's he gone? He's managed to jump Blades by Gaming. Blades by Gaming has lost 3 positions in the hairpin. Both the Ferrari drivers and Tim have made their way past the McLaren, and the Racing Point of Compassion is going to look to do the same. He's going up the inside, and he has. Blades by Gaming has lost 4 positions in the space of a few turns. And will he look to get these hards? He's not. He's carrying on. I'm pretty sure he could go on to mediums now. If I was him, I'd definitely be looking to go on to mediums because he's not looking confident. As Imad D is being challenged by the Mercedes driver of Plix. He's on much fresher tyres, and He gets around the Red Bull driver, and Gavin's looking to do the same. He doesn't want to let Plix go here. He wants to stick with him, and we have a McLaren driver in the wall at the back, and it is Blazed by Gaming. Mike resets, Blazed by Gaming. Been saying for the past few laps, he looks like he's on an ice rink, and he needs to get off those hards, and Tim is making a move on the Ferrari, and he nearly makes contact with him. I think he did actually make a little bit of contact, and that's why Tim has gone for moves, and they haven't paid off, and Plix is now up to third after getting past Cohen, and he's put a car in between himself and Gavin, which is crucial as Cohen now comes in to get rid of those hards. So does Venom. Cliffy is getting rid of mediums. 11 lap of mediums. Will he put another set of mediums on? I'm pretty sure he will. He does. So Tage Leroy now leads this race. 14 lap old hards. Not sure he takes to the end. He's got another 13 laps to do. 27 laps hard. That is a big ask. If you're asking me, that is. Venom has actually come back out behind this train of Tim, Alex, Frayne, and Imad, and also Gavin. Out. And Venom has looked very fast so far. Can Venom get to the front of this train and make his way into a podium position? We will find out, as he's got 13 laps left to do so. But he's got to take on the feisty Tim first, and Tim has been attempt. So he's got to get his elbows out. Fishy has commented saying he had a spin, and Venom went for a very daring move on Tim. That was a very Tim-like move actually from Venom, and he's trying now to use the DRS to get past him. But of course Tim has DRS on the Ferrari. But Venom is going to go up the inside. He is going to get his elbows out. And he does make the move up into 7th place. To be fair, I haven't seen many moves from there where a driver hasn't got their elbows out. I want a little bit of a bump. You're gonna expect it, I believe. It's called hard racing. Venom does step actually a purple sector 2. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw as Frayne is having a look at Imad, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw fastest lap here from Venom. We'll keep with him right up until the line, and he's got a great exit. He's even going to take Lyrionics. He doesn't get the fastest lap, but he's going out the inside. Lyrionics has to back out, otherwise that is a certain collision waiting to happen. And MCR Venom, within half a lap, is up into 6th already. Frayne is going to look to get past Imad. Cliffy's fastest lap of 1:14.1. Frayne goes up the inside. Very daring move. He gets it done, and Venom takes advantage of Imad being forced wide, and he's up to 5th. He's absolutely flying, this guy. He's looking incredible. I can't remember if I've seen him race before or not, but start P19 and to be 5th with still 12 laps left. This guy is looking good. Very, very good. And Frayne is his next target. And if I was Frayne, I'd be looking in my mirrors, because here he goes again. He's going to go up the inside of the Ferrari. And the Ferrari actually just backs out very early there and just said, you know what, have it, it's yours. Tim is very close to the Lyrionics here. problem is for Tim, Lyrionics, every time Tim gets DRS, Lyrionics is getting it on IMD. And MCR Venom is going for that podium position. Gone around the outside of Gavin, but there's no room for the McLaren driver. He's going to have to be a bit more patient here, as Frayne is now actually on the back of Venom. Gavin is holding him up here. And Frayne may even look to get back past. Oh, and they've made contact. Was made a bit with the Venom's made a bit of contact with the back of Gavin, sorry. And I don't know if Venom got some damage there. He's got his left end plate. He's got his right end plate, so very lucky for the McLaren driver. I think caused a great incident, and he's now going around the outside of Gavin. Oh, and Gavin touched his back wheel. There's contact again. And now Venom's going to have to try it again, and he's going around the outside, but he is now ahead and he is defending that inside line. And Gavin this time finally has to concede the place. That's the hardest Venom's had to fight, as Frayne and Imadi are now going wheel to wheel. Ventink's got ahead of Lyrionics. Imadi does hold the position on VRT Frayne. And wow, this train just doesn't want to stop battling. They don't want to stop interchanging positions, and we have been enjoying Venom's rush through and battling through these 5 or 6 drivers or so, but he now has a 1.5 gap to cut down to Plix, and Plix is actually gaining on Taser Leroy. He's now within the second. I don't think, oh, he has got the DRS, so we could see Plix within a lap or two challenging for the lead of this race. And they've got to be, well, they're not going to be. Tim makes a move on Frayne. Wheel to wheel, the Renault and the Ferrari driver. Tim's got the inside, and he has made it past the Ferrari driver up to P6. Ferraris have in these battles so far, but there's still plenty of laps to go. Can they get themselves back up? And here you can see Plix is now starting to really reel Taser Leroy in. His tyres are half the age of Taser Leroy's tyres, so it's to be expected, and Taser actually lets Plix through there. Taser not looking to battle. Maybe he's thinking, smart, if he doesn't battle, I have just missed. Actually, Tim has made a move on Imadi, and he's got around the Red Bull driver, but he's not going to go down without a fight, as Tim is up the inside. Tim is even going side by side with his teammate temporarily, and Frayne and Lyrionics are also battling out. Teammates locking horns. Imadi's looking to get involved with the 2 Renaults now, and Tim's going up the inside. Team orders, is there team orders? I don't know, but Tim has been wiped out. Imadi and Tim have ended up in the barriers. It was only so long before something went wrong, and Compassion has moved up to 7th because of that incident, and these 2 drivers may have a bit of damage. Imadi, I believe, has gone wide again, and he's lost another position. He's lost another one. He's lost another position. He's missing a lot of that front wing. him though seems to be carrying on. He's missing his right end plate. He's going to try and carry on. There's 6 laps left. And Gavin is now being challenged by the 2 Ferraris. Frayne is got ahead. Larionics is on the outside. Frayne has gone very wide though. It's allowed Gavin to go back ahead of the Ferraris. Gavin has got a challenge here. And I've completely missed. After that, after all those incidents, I have missed MCR Venom taking the lead of this race. So MCR Venom is in the lead. Blaze by Gaming has left the session. So he is not in that McLaren car anymore. But here we are, Tage Leroy down to 3rd, Fix down to 2nd, MCR Venom up to 1st. What a race this fella has had. Absolutely nailed it so far. And we've got a battle about to ensue further down, and it's for the final points position. And it's Tony occupying that position. Oh, and he got it all wrong coming out of turn 1. Got it all wrong. And is that going to be a retirement? It looks like it is. Tony is out of the points. Cliffy takes advantage. And Gavin has also lost a place. Frayne now, so he's down in 5th. So we've got a right good battle going on here between these 3. Right to the end, I can imagine this going. And they will be actually looking ahead because Tage Leroy, although he seems to be keeping up with the guys in front, he's not dropping off too much. But can Frayne, with 5 laps to go, reel the Alfa Romeo driver in? We'll have to wait and see, as Gavin has got a lot more to do. A lot more to do. He's got to either try and take that place back. Oh, and Tony's retired. Tony's crashed out. It's a safety car. We have a safety car with 4 laps to go. 4 laps. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So we are going to see lap 31 under safety car, lap 32 under safety car, at least. Wow, wow, wow. So we might have a manic last 2 laps. This is like Brazil. This is like Brazil 2019. We're literally going to have a couple of laps for these guys. Oh, Venom. Why are they pitting? Why are Plix, Taze, why are these guys pissing? I mean, if everyone else pits, then fair enough. I think most people are. Oh. Wow, okay, maybe it's right. I don't know, I'm sort of looking at this as a driver, and a driver aspect. And I'm thinking, surely you stick, because the maximum amount of laps that you're going to have left to race is 2. But look at Plix now. Plix was in 2nd, he is in 4th now, but he's on the soft tyre and he's going to be right behind Gavin and Frayne. And Gavin and Frayne are both going to be on the restart. They'll be on 18 lap old hards. to the softs, theoretically, should get through those. I don't know what to make. I don't know what to make of this. Plays by Gaming has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know if that's true because it actually hasn't disqualified him. He's still there. I don't think he's been disqualified. Flip-flop fish. Started P2. Had an incident, and since then he's struggled to get back into this one. And he's actually not in that car anymore, so just not his day. But wow, what 2 laps here we're going to have. I don't even know. Safety car could stay out for another lap. It could wait for Plays by Gaming to catch up to the end of the line. We'll find out very, very soon. Safety car is coming in this lap. So we are going to have a last 2 laps of mayhem here. Wow, 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 wow. Can Venom hold off for what will be an absolutely emphatic win? Can Frayne and Gavin hold off the soft runners for the podium places that they currently occupy? We will find out as Venom brings us round the last turn here in Germany. 2 laps left. Here we go. And already you can see Plix is trying to make a move on Gavin. He's touched the back of the Renault and he's nearly spun himself out. Tage Leroy's having a look at Cohen. He's another driver on old medium tyres. I need a drink, my voice is so dry. Here comes Plix on the softs. Is he going to make a move? He's only got 2 laps. He's going to have to make a move. And he's gone up the inside. Gavin's made a bit of contact with Frayne. Gavin's lost the position. Plix is up into 3rd spot. He's now making a move on Frayne. Plix is back up to 2nd. Can the Mercedes driver do it? Frayne is... Oh, he's all over the place. He's got a terrible exit and Gavin is now up his inside. Is Gavin going to be able to keep the position? Frayne has had to go wide. Oh, they're still battling. Frayne is still there. He's still there. Tage Leroy's trying to get involved and he booted Gavin to the side and said no. No, you're not getting through. And here comes Tage up the inside of Gavin. Gavin's gone wide. Gavin has lost out now. Tage is coming. Plix, no surprise there. Puts in the fastest lap. Venom has to hold off for 1 lap. Oh my god, can he do it? This is incredible. Tage Leroy is now up into 3rd. Frayne is not going to be able to hold him off. This is what we want to see though. Venom, look at that straight line speed. And Plix has gone for it. No, 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 no. That's a dive bomb. That is a dive bomb. That was reckless, but thankfully it hasn't cost Venom here. Venom's... Oh! Plix is off! Plix is off! He's hit the wall! And he's wide as well! And he's going to lose the position, is he? He's lost the position to Tage Leroy. Oh, it's way too aggressive from Plix. He's lost his head. He's lost his head there. He's seen the glory. He's seen the headlines. But the man taking the headlines is MCR Venom, P19 to P1. Hat is off. My hat is off to you, sir. Taze Leroy comes in second. Plick takes third. Wow. VRT Frayne fourth. Gavin fifth. Lyrionics Cliffy seventh. Tim eighth. Cole ninth. Compassion runs off and finished 11th. Wow. You know what? I clap. That was a brilliant race. Wow. And here is Venom, driver of the day. No questions asked. I don't need to even give. And there goes the mic again. I don't even need to give options for driver of the day. P19 to P1, MCR Venom showed unbelievable pace. Fully deserved that win. Plix done as best as he could, and he even made some very aggressive moves to try and take the win off of the McLaren driver. But no joy, and he's managed to pick himself P3. And Taze Leroy, well done to him, he's come up in second. Very good decision to go onto those softs. So we will run down the final result. Venom is your German Grand Prix winner. Taze Leroy comes in second. Plix rounds off the podium. Then it's Frayne, Gavin, Lyrionics, Cliffy, Tim, Cohen, and then Compassion rounds off the top 10. Blaze by Gaming in 11th. I'm a D 12th. Flip Flop Fish in 13th. And then we lost Tony, Geordie, Fishy, Indigo, Dane Star, and Wolvig, I think that's the name. Wow, what a race! What a race, guys! I don't know if we're doing interviews. Are we wanting interviews? Plix is there. Taze is gone. Venom doesn't even have a mic in. So that might be that. I haven't received any message to say we are doing interviews. So it was a pleasure. Thank you once more to everyone that tuned in. Brilliant race. Well done to MCR Venom, well done to Taze Leroy, and well done to Plix. And well done to all the drivers, put on a great show, really good racing. And we will see you next week here on Elite Vortex Racing F2. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been Matt Laser Twig. See you next week at 8 PM. Bye bye.